So, life is strange before the storm haunts me for one reason and one reason alone. I miss Rachel Amber. It sucks because going into this game, I've played the original and I know that Rachel will become missing. I know her fate before I know her at all. So, why am I surprised? Why am I shocked that I now miss her? It's just a lot. Seeing someone with so much hope, with so many dreams, and at the time, I didn't think about what they would not be able to do. I dreamed with her because I wanted the best for her, but not just for her, for Chloe too. So, of course, I already know Chloe Price. I have played the first game, so I have seen her before, seen what is now a familiar face. But the thing is, with the first game, at least not until the end, I didn't love Chloe because I didn't understand her. I was at a weird place when I first played Life is Strange, so I didn't love this girl who was brash and rebellious for no reason, who had an edge or something to say after every decision that I made. It felt like no matter what I did, she had a problem with me doing it. She had an issue with me picking up the phone, or she had an issue with me showing up late, or not being on her side, or not being the cloned Chloe that she wanted me to be, and who would try to guilt trip me into doing or siding with her in every decision I made. But I was too focused on the Max aspect and too centered around the Mr. Jefferson or Victoria or whoever, where at first I saw the rebellious woman who had something to say against everything I did, but I now see who she is, the broken girl begging for help. You don't see it as much in the first game until episode 4, where Max goes and saves her dad. I think that's when I saw the most of Chloe, the most in what she wanted in life, and why she has been so guarded, because everyone that she has left her guard down for has let her down and left her alone. So, I get it. I can't say if I was in the same position that I wouldn't do the same, or at least think in the same way that she does, or not want to act in the same way that she does. And then when I played Before the Storm and I saw things through her eyes, I felt things through her heart, but I saw her issues. We are shown and given the chance time and time again to have a better relationship with David, or to have a friendship with Steph, or to have something more with Rachel. But more importantly, we see why Chloe is the way she is. We see how much she misses her dad, and David trying to fill that void pisses her off because her mom is moving on like her dad wasn't even real. And it annoys her because that is her hero. That is who she wants to be. She wants to see him so badly that she is haunted by him. Every decision she makes, every choice that she has, she's thinking about him or is judged by her memory of him. And it's how she goes about it, because it's not that she doesn't know how to move on, but it's because she can't move on. She is haunted by the most important person in her life leaving her, so she strikes out. She's bold, not only because she's trying to be noticed, trying to be seen in this crappy life, but she's pissed off at what life she has. She is pissed at what life has taken from her. Her hero and her best friend Max, as soon as her father dies, her best friend leaves her. So I understand why at the end of the first hangout, she is crying to Rachel, begging her to stay, begging her not to leave her because everyone else has already left her, and she doesn't want to be alone again. I feel it. I feel that fear that Chloe has of life taking her loved ones so many times, and that she can't be alone because of the friend not only she made, but also the one that she has already lost. So many, and we see the pain she's still going throughout this situation she gets put into because of it. People already want her to move on, to be fine, but barely anyone wants to talk to her and wants to hear her, what she's going through. And when they do, they judge her for how she feels. So she's alone. She doesn't talk anymore. She shuts them out and gets blamed for how she feels, how she acts, because they saw only what they are willing to see, what she wants them to see, which is an arrogant brat who skips school, smokes weed, stays in her room all day, not spending time with anyone, fails classes, stays out late, because they don't see how Chloe is feeling. They don't see what she is, someone who needs help. Chloe thinks that if her home life was better, her life would be better. Chloe thinks if David was gone, her life would be better. If she had a best friend again, her life would be better. And this gets tested when she truly meets Rachel. The first time Chloe fully meets Rachel, it was Rachel saving her from two dudes making her feel uncomfortable. And this immediately puts Rachel in a hero's light. For Chloe, this warrior in armor, ready to stand up for not only what's right, but to stand up for her. To be her warrior, her hero that she needs not only in the moment to save her, but to save her from this life. They hang out for the first time. They have the best time together. When something happens to Rachel, we see Chloe get reminded, get shown, and get scared again that someone is going to leave her life, leave because of her. So she asks them and begs for her to stay. And it meant so much to me because I think that's when they truly were each other around one another. For the first time, we see Chloe have such a shell, such a guard around everyone else. She's with Rachel because she trusts her. All because when she told Rachel how she feels, what she's going through, Rachel didn't judge her for it, but saw her for who she is. And no one had done that in a long time. And I think that's why they meant so much to one another, because they were so much like each other. And that's what makes it special. Not that we see more about Chloe, but we see Chloe become more of who she is. That's why it's so special. Because it's not the catching up on a character you love, it's the making of one, seeing this for her and everything she goes through and how important Rachel is to her. It makes sense when we see her again. She's more pissed off than ever at the world because the world has taken someone else from her again. And we see Chloe push off people, but often open up again to Max and the life Max left her in. That's so unfair. Okay, so Rachel. God, man. I miss Rachel a lot. I loved how she just wanted a friend. She just wanted someone she could trust more in life. And you see very quickly, Rachel tells her, "Don't be surprised if I leave here one day." Because of her dreams past the bay that she has for herself, she knows she's able to do more. And just like Chloe, she takes this chance, this daring opportunity to talk to someone, to be honest and open with how she feels, and at the same time, but that day, Rachel sees her hero leave her life. But it's the same day her new one entered. They can trust each other because they understand one another. Rachel is just a likable person. She's daring like we all want to be, and she's strong and kind and is never afraid to be herself or to say how she feels to the point and shows her emotions fully on stage because she is showing not only herself to the world, but also to Chloe, her world. And that brings tears to my eyes, man. I love that when she sticks up for Chloe, she's not only doing it for her, but doing it because it needed to be done, because it is the right thing to do. That is why she saved Chloe at the start of the game, because it's the right thing to do. Help someone when you can. She's trying to help Chloe because she loves Chloe. Rachel might not be the point of view of this story, but I see it in a lot of ways. She is the main character of it because we see everything with her, and a lot happens because of her. Her act at the end of episode 1 alone shows us how strong and powerful Rachel is. The fact that this fire, this destruction happened because of her, but it's such a good example of her, you know? You can see her fire, like the love she has, the love to protect her loved ones, the love to help others, to do what's right. Her love for Chloe is burning like the power she is. I think that for me, that's why I feel so strongly about her ending. It's because I feel so strongly about her overall. She is a character that I wish she got to live her dream, but even in death, she made sure her friend was able to live at all. She was able to get through one of the most traumatic things in her short life because she had Chloe there. Because she had Chloe there. She had her warrior there, her hero to save her like she did to her. They can go through so much together because they have such a connection to one another. Because when Rachel was young, her dad saved her life, and from then on, he was her hero until Chloe saved her life again, time and time again, making this life, this crappy hand they both got dealt, more able to be accepted. Man, the choices this game made me make had me struggling, but really just the ending. The end or final decision of if I should tell Rachel or not. If I should tell her her hero is the one that has hurt her the most. When she needed him to be different, he didn't help her at all. But with the mom asking me, begging me not to reveal it, not to take away her hero, just showed me so early that Rachel will always have to suffer. Call it her destiny, call it her fate, call it whatever you want, but I call it unfair. It's unfair that this girl or these friends' biggest dreams are just leaving a place where they both met their end. It's unfair that everything Rachel goes through, she doesn't get the happy ending she deserves. It's unfair that they are both meant to die, meant to not come back because the bay they're in is the bay that they end up staying in. Because it sucks so much out of their life, their heart, their soul, until there's nothing left. I think I find it so unfair because just as quickly as they came into each other's lives, they were gone. They were so hopeful and passionate about both, only what they believed in, but in each other. That's it. It's unfair. And I think for me, it too, it's the way they went. It wasn't surrounded by loved ones. Rachel died being used and alone by a sickening, cold, heartless man, and she died alone in a cold room, which is her greatest fear. And stuff like that, man, it it hurts because Chloe died the same way, but died thinking that her friend chose to leave her, leaving Chloe again to be alone. She dies thinking someone who saved her intended to leave her, and that's why it hurts me so much, because they both died so similarly and both in awful ways. And it hurts me to think about not only because it's not right, but because it's such an awful way to go. Such an awful thing happening, and to die alone in a cold room where the killer has used you and doesn't care about you. Or the fact that Chloe dies thinking Rachel is alive, thinking that her warrior didn't want to fight for her, didn't want to save her anymore, and left her alone. We have seen this place be a bad place for everyone that is there, and everyone that deserves a happy ending ends up alone or worse. We see the mental struggle, the emotions that it has on everyone there, and we feel it as we feel it because we agree that as strange as life is, it will always be unfair. I struggle finding the words to explain why I like this story so much, why I like these characters so much. I don't know what gravitated me to Rachel. I don't know if it was her boldness or her kind, or maybe it was just a sarcastic comment that she said at the start of the game that I was like, oh, she's cool. I don't know why I wish Chloe just had a better life. Wish that this scared little girl wasn't so haunted by the fact of her dad leaving her in such an unfair way, but I do. If you've never played this game, I truly recommend it because it is stuck out to me. I Man, I just in your free time, if you have enough, definitely play the game. I think it's totally worth it and you'll truly enjoy it. Okay, so I have a movie coming out later this month called Mama's Boy. Mama's Boy is something it's kind of hard to explain, but basically it's a challenge movie, which means I did it everything in 24 hours, and I had the bright idea to do it alone. I don't recommend it, but I really like it. I really like how it turned out, and I hope you guys too watch it. Uh, yeah. Bye.